Guys, I needed to add one thing to the video for 2.7, so this is like a little addition to that. We talked about this a bunch, this y equals a times absolute value x minus h plus k. And we talked about what each of these numbers could mean. So a stretches the graph, either makes it wider or not as wide. H, it will shift the graph left and right. And k will shift the graph up and down. Now we're going to extend this a little bit. We're going to talk about f of x. F of x, and you should just think about f of x as y. It's just, this is another format to say y, but they're pretty much the same thing. So let's say we have a graph of f of x equals x squared. And if we plug that into our calculators, we get something that looks like this. Not an absolute value because it's curved, but something like this. And then it says, what about if we said f of x minus 1? So what this means is, it's asking you to remember this formula. And it's saying, remember, f of x is x squared. What is f of parentheses x minus 1? So this minus 1 is just going to be like the h up here. Minus 1 means we're going to shift it to the right 1. So we're just going to do that. Grab a different color here. And so our new graph, f of x minus 1, is the graph f of x, which is x squared, with a minus 1, shifting it to the right. This is our new graph. Okay. We can also walk through the other parts as well, just like you'd imagine, just like we did for absolute value. So let's say it says, what's the graph of x, or f of, sorry, I wrote this incorrectly. It says maybe, what is the graph of 3 times f of x? Well, just like you know before, in this situation, f of x is like this part in the middle, and that 3 is like this a. So we would expect a 3 to make this graph steeper. It's not shifting left or right this time. There's nothing in the middle right here. There's nothing over here. It's just making it steeper by 3. So we would expect something like this. Okay. And we have one more case, and of course you guys already know what that is. It's just going to be, what if we add something to it? So let's say it says f of x is x squared. That's the normal graph. That's what we start with. But it says, what if we have f of x plus 2? Well, you should already be able to predict, okay, if you add something to the function, it's going to move it up or down. In this case, it's going to move it up 2, so we're going to move it right here. And f of x plus 2 is going to be something like this.